First, during COVID, we thought we were dead. We were very scared because we had zero. Other agencies did very well, e-commerce and all that, knowledge business. So I started doing a lot of webinars that time. So I did almost about 300 webinars in 3 years, and we did almost a revenue of $2 million just by selling online courses.
We have pay at hotel.
Right.
Every hotel is doing it, right? But nobody is doing pay in 3 or part payment or something like that. I've done that.
And in a situation like this, you found that because of the cost, interest-free EMIs and 3 installments, you could also reach out to people who couldn't maybe give a down payment, but could still become your customers.
Yes.
Interesting.
And again, it has worked very well. It actually created, such ease for me. In the night, if I get a brief, rooms are not selling, we are empty, I create a promo code for a specific hotel under the brand and it's done.
Okay, so welcome to another episode of Internet Moguls, where we are going around town, actually around the country, and interviewing hoteliers. The thing with hoteliers is, hoteliers use a lot of e-commerce in their marketing, but very few people actually go into the depth of it. So today we thought we'd interview somebody who we've known for the last 10-15 years, because we were working together at one point in time. And so welcome to Internet Moguls, the podcast.
Actually, I started my career with Internet Moguls.
Right.
Internet Moguls was the first place wherein I, right after my post-graduation, I landed from Bombay to Delhi and it was my first job. So whatever I've learned so far, thanks to you and to the company, I learned every bit of digital from the company. And I tried, replicating the same thing. Of course, things have changed a lot from 2014 to now, dramatically. So many technological, advancements have happened. There are, interventions from MarTech companies and lots more. So I've tried, bringing in together pieces and bits from my learning and what's happening around. And it's worked well for us.
No, I'm sure it has. One thing that I remember when I just met you, I'm meeting you today after so many years, right?
Yeah.
The one thing that I remembered was that, I don't know if I think I said this to you many times, that one of your superpowers is you speak very well.
Yes,
and I'm sure,
of course.
Right? I used to tell you that.
Yeah.
So when other hoteliers are looking, or other, boys and girls are looking and saying, I also want to get into the hospitality field, or hospitality on the digital side, how much do you think a good command on your language helps you make a point when there?
So far, till the time I was with agencies, it was definitely one of the strongest suits. But now it's not really the case, because I've become a faceless entity here. I'm handling e-commerce.
Right.
So basically my face is the website of the brand, and I need to make sure that, whatever is happening, be it the back and front end, has to be, easy for the end users.
Right.
So my end users are priority, and I've become faceless there.
No, but say if you talk to your agency, or you talk to your vendors, or you talk to your boss.
Surprisingly, I didn't get much support from the agency. So, like I said, I've done, bits and pieces from my learning and from my own little digging around. And that itself has worked a lot.
Right.
But now, now we are trying, in the process of, having somebody outsourced to take over. Because we've scaled, from 0.0 to you can scale up, say, about point EFD, whatnot. And when you want to take it a notch higher, then you definitely need intervention from somebody, who's more well-versed, which I'm not.
Sure.
So that's the whole thing happening right now. But what I did was I, only inculcated the basics which were missing. And those basics itself,
So that is such an interesting point that we're starting off this podcast from, because a lot of people think that you have to really make radical changes. See, one thing that happens is a lot of digital marketing professionals join hotels and then they say, "Sab kuch change kar do."
Yeah.
And the owner is also scared, everybody's scared, कि अभी तो सब change हुआ था.
Yeah.
So what would you tell other people who are joining hotels as digital marketing people? Then you look at a website, what should they do in direct? What are the few points they should look at?
Just try and create ease, A lot of times your website may have certain restrictions. I'm sure will have restrictions, or sure will have, glitches that are not allowing your end users to, communicate with your website properly. If you remove those glitches, you are, 50% there. And then you need to do a lot of, say advanced technologies and whatnot.
So sorry, let me just backtrack. Remove glitches means so you go through the website 20 times to test,
Yeah.
or maybe have a boardroom like this, call 20 people and tell them to have a phone, iPad, laptop
I'll say
experience.
this from my own experience. I did not do any of that.
Okay.
So when I went to Welcome Heritage, I was given a blank canvas and I had to create my own, picture. So I realized if we just streamline the home page wherein maximum interaction happens, and then your internal hotel page, if we make it content heavy. So I started working, the priority was, of course, back then we didn't have much, textual or video content, but what we could do was, a lot of, the text basically, I started working upon that. And I started from there, and then the interface. So I took inspiration of course, because I was doing it single-handedly. So I took inspiration, and then we did little back and forth, and we streamlined, trying to understand what will work. And here, yes, I did take a lot of advice from team members, colleagues, and asked people over LinkedIn what should be done. And of course, I was reading a lot that, what has worked for other people. A lot of times, this is one advice that I'll give to people who are in a situation like mine, when you don't have too many, helps coming from, different areas. You can try and get, inspired from things which are already happening.
Maybe in other fields?
Yes, of course, why not?
Okay.
One of the things I'll tell you what I have done, which is something no hotel has done so far. And this is pay in 3. We have pay at hotel.
Right.
Every hotel is doing it, right? But nobody is doing pay in 3 or part payment or something like that. I've done that. Of course, I took help from a third party that expertises in pay in 3 solution. And I saw it actually over one of the leading e-commerce websites. And I actually buy a lot of makeup product from them. A lot of makeup product. And I thought this is so easy. I mean, and also, at so many other e-commerce websites from where, I buy clothes, apparels and whatnot, they had this system already inbuilt. So I was like, this is helping me. This is helping me make big transactions. And if say your ticket size is about 10,000 per room night, it'll definitely help you, break the price into 3 cost-free EMIs. So say somebody who's not really your target audience, you're capturing them as well. You're giving them, an opportunity to buy and come.
Interesting.
So creating an avenue.
So look at e-commerce, see your everyday buying behavior and see what are the features on other websites that's making your life easy. Maybe use them to go back to your hotel website and make life easy for your customers. And in a situation like this, you found that because of the cost, interest-free EMIs and 3 installments, you could also reach out to people who couldn't maybe give a down payment, but could still become your customers.
Yes.
Interesting. We need to hear more suggestions like these.
Another thing that I did was I actually follow a lot of OTAs. I think they do a brilliant job.
Right.
And what we don't do is we get fixated at so many things. Oh, let's do this, let's do that because this hotel is doing. But I think we should learn from those guys because they are the real experts.
Sure.
They've tapped into the marketing or buying behavior of the audiences. They know if you're making the life of your end users easy. If you're making them buy your hotel with just say few steps. I try and do that. And I saw one of the leading OTA partnering with a lot of banking institutes. Institutions, basically. Right. And I realized that these banking institutions were giving cashbacks, allowing discount percentages. So it was something very, very interesting. And I tied up with a couple of them.
Razor Pay and all of these?
No. I'm talking about leading banking institutions, so ICI, SBI.
So you went to every bank separately?
I reached out to a couple of them. I also tried reaching out to, MasterCard and Visa and all of that because that will give me a wider audience base. That did not happen.
Right.
But yes.
In progress.
Yes, but the banks worked fantastically well.
So are there no providers which can give you like all banks? Do we have to actually go to all that?
That's why I tried partnering with MasterCard because there you'll have ICI, SBI and whatnot, But that did not happen.
Right. Till that happens, then this is the...
Yes, this was the...
So what, do you get EMIs here as well?
No, so what we've done, again, like I said, I follow a lot of other e-commerce websites rather than following the hotel websites. Because see, if I don't want to name, but there are so many hotel websites whose their website looks stunning, very, very, very beautiful. But I find them to be more like lookbook rather than something that will, help your end users make a purchase. Whereas if you open any e-commerce website, say Amazon, Flipkart, Nykaa, their websites are not pretty looking. They don't really have any, aesthetic attached to it.
They're supposed to make transactions easy.
Yes. And for us hotels, I know we can't take that route because we will have to showcase a product. So I took a midway.
Right. Yeah. No, that's a smart idea. So go directly to the banks and ask them for. So what are the options these banks gave you?
So we work on barter. We really
barter.
Yes. So when you reach out to these agencies or institutes or whatnot, oftentimes they will say we'll charge you X amount of money, and we'll promote your brand over emailers, push notifications, and WhatsApp and whatnot. We don't do that. We never did that. What I instead did was I'm going to give you space on my website. Of course, we don't have that kind of footfall the way your website gets, but I'm still giving you space, and in turn I'm taking your brand name because your brand name is widely recognized, and we are offering a promo code. Again, not too many hotels do it, but we started doing promo codes, and again, it has worked very well. It actually created such ease for me. In the night, if I get a brief, rooms are not selling, we are empty, I create a promo code for a specific hotel under the brand and it's done.
And you promote that promo code where?
So then we run ads.
Right. Then you run ads. That's a smart idea. Okay. Because otherwise, how would people know the promo code is on?
But if say you have a banking institution, which is one of the leading banking institutions of India, you obviously get huge amount of people coming onto their website, and of course they check on the offers because they mail quite often. They blast SMSs and WhatsApp notifications and whatnot, and we have their iMobile app, right? So we get notifications, we get notified that the bank has partnered with so and so brand,
right?
And if you want to buy, you get a 15% or 20% or something like that off. So yeah.
So tell me, Priyanka, I'm just shifting gears a little bit, and tell me, because you've been on the agency side and the hotel side now. So what is it that agencies should keep in mind while working with hotels to make a better relationship, and what is it that hotels should keep in mind while working with agencies to have a better relationship? There's always some kind of a you don't get me kind of a relationship.
Yes, it happens. But I think to create the perfect synergy, inputs need to come from both the parties. The brand will have to actually give a roadmap that this is what they want. The trajectory has to come from them. So till the time there's no roadmap, how will the the agency create a trajectory that these are the steps, this is the amount we need, this is the kind of planning we need to do, and over the span of say about 6 months, 1 year, we'll be able to achieve what you're trying to achieve. So yes, a lot of times what I feel, since when I was at the agency side, we've seen this happen, when we were trying to do some project, a lot of back and forth. We'll create something and then it'll be completely taken down because it's not what, they wanted. So, of course, the input has to first come from the brand.
But what's happening is that things are changing, but on the brand side, sometimes the person on the other side doesn't understand digital. So that is one challenge, and or sometimes they don't have a manager who understands digital, or the manager is hired for digital, but that person has no idea.
Yes.
There's like sales and marketing bhi karte hain, ye digital bhi kar rahe the.
Yes.
So that is one thing. But the one thing that I'd like to talk about here is that it's so amazing that it's not. I can't even tell you how many calls, how many messages I get from agencies saying. It's like hamari sola kara do kind of a thing, because they don't see eye to eye. It happens with us, it happens with other agencies.
Yeah.
Can you help me find another agency? I say, somebody is working with some agency in any field. And I'm like, why do you want to change your agency? Because the other person is going to take so much time to understand it. An agency is like, help me find a new sector. My sector is not getting, I'm not getting enough money. And that's sort of standard everywhere. So what is it that you said roadmap is one. What are the other things that they should sort of keep in, from the client side? Then we come to the agency side. So client side, they should say, do this so that the agency is treated like a partner and can take your business to the next level.
Yes.
Hi guys, this is Avi. I hope you're enjoying watching this video. मैंने एक छोटा सा break दिया है just to let you know that there are 3 ways to get in touch with us. Number 1, there's a WhatsApp number over here. Click on the WhatsApp number, somebody from my team will get in touch with you. Second, there is a link in the description where you can fill up a form, tell us about your business challenges, and somebody from my team will get back to you. And third, you can email me and my team directly and tell us about your business challenges. So there are multiple ways of getting in touch with us so that we can help you to be able to overcome your entrepreneurship, agency founder and coaching challenges. Enjoy watching this video. Continue. All the best. Bye for now.
So the person in charge of, handling the agency will have to communicate well. A lot of times, this kind of dispute or, not liking or whatnot happens from the fact that there are other people also involved. So till the time communication is not streamlined, this kind of glitch will keep happening. So yes, one has to streamline the communication, and of course the client will have to be a little bit patient.
Right.
We'll have to give them some time to understand the ecosystem of the company. See, understanding a company's been there for last 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. They've got an ecosystem, they've got people, they've got a way of functioning. They can't really break through and be like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, give us charge for this. That's never going to happen.
Sure.
So both parties will have to be patient with each other. They've partnered. I mean, you've collaborated for a reason, right? So understanding, the higher, reason, and then being, mutually agreeing that, okay, we'll be patient for say about 3 months, 6 months. And so I think the manager who's leading it will have to sort of streamline things with their managers. And
अब 2 महीने हो गए, अब रिजल्ट नहीं आया, कुछ नहीं हो रहा, दूसरी एजेंसी हायर करो, फिर 2 महीने हो गए.
You can't do that. 2 महीने में तो कुछ नहीं होता.
Right. But the thing is, now when there's search and then paid ads and everything, so a lot of people say SEO कर दो. Like if you had an urgent campaign to run, say 3 महीने में winters आ रहा है, whatever, would you still go to search, or you say, just do a paid campaign and get it over with? Why am I even spending time?
I will take a midway.
Okay.
I will do both.
Okay, just explain how that strategy.
Yes. So let's say we've got hotels, some hotel which is kind of opening up in 3 months down the line. I feel that till the time you don't do SEO for them and straight up start promoting that hotel on, Google Ads, that may give you revenue for say about, few room nights and whatnot, because we've experimented.
Okay.
I've done that also.
Sure.
But the long way to go is to streamline your SEO. Till the time your organic search is not stable, I don't know how you're going to beat up are you going to keep spending money and fighting with the OTAs? Is it a very feasible solution? I don't know. I mean, I think
so find a midway.
Yeah. And then I think the easy solution I feel is, involving influencers. I feel,
I was just going to come to that.
Yes. Because that I think works better than, a lot of times works better than your, paid ads.
When we were working together, there was nothing called influencers.
No.
Like amazing how it's changed.
It was just starting out there.
Yeah.
Now it's become a huge thing.
Yeah. So tell me about the influencer strategy for hotels.
One of the hotel brands, they've created a library for UGC. So everybody is an influencer for them. Actually 2 brands. And I look up to that brand quite often. Look up to their social media pages, because the kind of following that they have is immense. And no other brand has that kind of following. So I keep looking. And when you look at that brand's page, you will not see them promoting their hotel at all.
Acha.
Nowhere. And for whatever reason, I mean, there are so many factors, involved when you're trying to do certain things, and you have to restrict. And for a model which is a franchisee and whatnot, so there are restrictions. But still, despite that, I still look up to that brand and try and learn a lot of things from that brand. You see, why would anybody want to follow you? If you're adding value, if you're giving them, say, entertainment, making them learn something. Right. By showcasing your hotel, I don't know what value are you adding.
I know.
I don't see why would you just want to post the room picture and say we're offering 10% off.
Seriously.
It's just so boring.
Yeah.
That brand does not do that. So anybody, since their properties are stunning, very beautiful, anybody who's gone to their property, clicking pictures, since they have a library, you can deposit your pictures, and with your approval, you can publish your, photos, get your photos published on their IG. And the imageries are stunning, and
Of course.
nowhere it's saying, blah, 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 hotel.
I understand.
It's just stunning
Yeah.
imagery. So when you look at those images,
of
you
course.
feel very, it's giving you a feel-good factor.
But these influencers, so you're saying that instead of, sometimes influencers can make videos that may not resonate with your brand. So I think having a library for a hotel also helps influencers to say that if you want to promote my brand, or if I'm paying you to use these kind of videos.
Yeah, you can do it very subtly, you don't have to make it very obvious to the world that, we are making it a paid collaboration. Maybe, I mean, now
deal khatam hone wali hai. Book now, 10%, 12%, 15%.
No, I think branding, you have to do it, very strategically. When you start doing your branding activity, your revenue will shoot up. I was actually reading a report by one of the marketing persons from a leading beverage company. And she was, writing that a lot of times, we get fixated on revenue, that we've run the ads, we've done this campaign, where's the revenue, where's the ROI? It's just gone bad. But we forget the importance of branding. When you do both things, simultaneously, then your revenue starts shooting up. And for first few campaigns, forget about the revenue. First, you will have to understand what kind of engagement it has garnered you. If that has happened, then you simultaneously start building the...
So this is a message for all the Indian hotel owners?
For everybody.
For everybody, because कुछ क्या हो गया जी आप, हमने 50,000 रुपए दिए थे आपको, क्या किया आपने उसके साथ, हमको 5 लाख बना के देने थे आपने.
Yes, this kind of pressure. I mean, I too have been there, so I will not say that I've not seen this part of the.
Yeah. No, so you know what the thing is that so it's been 14 years for Internet Mogul, so we have some clients in Canada also now, and I was like overseas country and all of that. हर जगह same है.
Same story.
हाँ, घूम फिर के उसी में आते हैं कि okay, I give them a budget of some $30,000-$40,000 a month with paid ads and everything. So they said, Mr. Arya, why don't we do one thing? We after these 5 million meetings, we think you're the right agency. Why don't we start with $4,000? I'm like what? Seriously? It's like going to the gym for 10 minutes a day. Like कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Like just forget it. उसको भी नहीं करते. But anyway, it's we are used to saying okay, time lagega, and then one by one hotels, but it gets tough for I sometimes feel that people who are working in hotels. See, you are from the industry, you understand both sides. But there's so many people who work in hotels and take on digital, and they're like, oh shit, अब तो मैं फंस गई agency और अपने यहाँ client के side में या फंस गया.
I will give one message. When you do any kind of ATL, BTL activity, when you release your hoardings and posters and put standees, you don't know what kind of revenue are you garnering from them. You don't know that, right? You don't know if people have seen those ads and actually made a booking or a transaction by seeing those ads. You've done it purely with the intention of marketing your product.
या गाड़ी पे logo लगाते हो या whatever.
Yes, you do it that, and you're paying money for that also, right? When you're trying to, I think this perception has come from the fact that there's trackability. You can track everything that you do digitally, right from the moment somebody's entered to your platform and what he did, what kind of time he's or she spent, which pages that person went to. So when you know that kind of detailed interaction, you obviously start thinking, but why hasn't he bought?
Yeah, you won't be surprised because you're in the industry. But if you were not in the same industry, you would have been surprised, because now what Internet Moguls is doing is, and I was telling Harry yesterday, we're picking up some very big deals in India and overseas where it's a huge performance share. And which means that we'll keep tracking, we'll see why it's not happening or whatever. Whenever it happens, we get a huge percentage of the booking that happens. And why we're taking that is because over the period of time, when we look at some hotels, and it's not only the hotel, it's also the mindset of the person, how much money they spend on paid ads. We take a bet on the fact that paise hum bana ke denge, otherwise we will not charge money. But it's difficult to give performance guarantees to hotels which don't have paid budgets. कि आप सब कुछ ऑर्गेनिक करो, जो होएगा उसका मैं आपको परसेंटेज दे दूंगा.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So when it comes to this kind of anything you want to share on revenue management or that same clash versus direct and OTA, उस पे तो 15% आपने ज़्यादा दे दिया, यहाँ 10% दे रहे हो. हाँ, but वो तो मेरे को पैसे बना रहा है. They're taking 20% of what they're giving me. And on the direct, because you must be also having to fight for direct money.
Every day.
Yeah. So direct money, but वहाँ तो 20% हम दे रहे हैं OTA में. So OTA में 20 दे रहे हैं, तो यहाँ भी 20% मुझे दे दो. So how does that fight get solved, if at all?
Thankfully, I am, within a team that understands this very well, and they've been supporting of my, endeavors, and they understand my ideas, and so this has worked very well for me. But yes, I do know a lot of brands. They do, go around this situation. We want to do it, but we don't want to do it. We have to pay it, but we don't want to pay it. So all of this happens. But my message to them would be just try out once or twice and you will see the difference. Maybe it will fail for say about 1 month or 2 months, but eventually you will realize once you start pooling in money onto your direct platform, it will probably never be able to beat those, guys. They are big. And they've reached there after several years of hard work and, branding, marketing, influencer marketing, and I don't know what not. A lot goes behind, for them to be where they are.
Sure.
They have got their apps and special deals, a lot of collaborations with third parties. Till the time you're not that strong in your marketing, endeavors, you will not be able to beat them. So we should not even try and get there. I mean, at least I'm saying from my experience.
Sure.
I shouldn't be saying for everybody, but from my experience and from place that I come from. But yes, maintaining a healthy balance is something that I look forward to. Maintaining a healthy balance in terms of the overall revenue contribution. Be it your sales team or your OTAs or your direct.
So you talk to all of them?
Yes, we do. We do this kind of, interaction almost every day wherein we try and understand that, what can be done here and say if we of course, try and implement BRG, best rate here on the website. Oftentimes it goes for a toss because OTAs, keep discounting other things. So we try and, streamline the whole thing. Luckily, there are apps and tools now that help you do that. A lot of RM tools, a lot of revenue management tools that help you do that. Again, look to all these big brands. They are already doing it. If you're not one of them, if you're one of them, then of course you will know what these tools are. They're pricey. They're not cheap. They're pricey, but they're definitely very good.
Approximately how much do they cost?
Depending. So, depending upon a lot of factors, it can depend upon the rooms that you have, the kind of occupancy that you have, what kind of inventory you are handling, over. When, say, you're asking these companies that we'll be giving them, you guys 10, 12, 13 properties, of course, they will be sharing a preferred rate.
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis a standalone rate.
Got it.
So, it varies dramatically. So for me to give a fixed rate
of course.
will not make sense.
Makes sense.
But yeah, there are tools that definitely help you do that, and they are great tools. Their analytics, their backend is so sophisticated.
You want to name a few?
Yeah, there's this company called Triptease. Look at it.
They started with travel, right?
Which one?
Triptease?
No, they're a pure.
Acha.
Yeah. They help you bring more direct bookings. Big brands of India are working with them. There's this another company that I'm in touch with. I'm in touch with Triptease also, in fact.
Triptease and?
The hotel network. Actually, now it came to me. The hotel network guys are actually trying to get in touch with you. They told me they're so difficult to, get through.
Me? I'm on every social channel.
I said, what are you saying?
I'm on every social channel 30,000 times a day. Yeah. No, I'll take the number from there. Because so I'm always looking
these guys, they work with a lot of international booking engine service providers. They are on their panel. So you can, create a plugin and everything is streamlined.
No, I'll definitely get in touch with them. Okay, now we've got 2-3 sections left.
Yeah.
One section is if you can just hand me a laptop. I just wanted to, is it connected?
Oh, laptop I can kind of that.
If it's connected.
Sure.
Okay, we have that. Oh, that's, so if it's connected, then can you just go to YouTube and search for Internet Moguls profile video or something, because you made that.
Yes.
You remember? Because your voice is still there, you're still there, and then we help you do revenue management, something you and Keith and everybody.
Yeah.
That's such a trip down memory lane, but that video still.
It's still there, yeah. Yeah.
You remember this? My God, Harry, we did this production.
I think Prayag shot
yeah.
this video.
Yeah, we did this production how many years ago? This video got us a lot of business.
2015.
Yeah.
Internet Moguls started in 2009. We started an agency because at that time there was no agency looking at hospitality. We said, let's try to solve this problem. Let's try to take away that pain from hoteliers and the hospitality industry and do specific digital campaigns only for that. That's how we started. We started with a small team of about 5 people. We were trying to solve a problem. The problem was that there are too many variables in marketing a hotel. And so one person cannot do it. The hotel needs a huge team, it needs an experienced team, the hotel needs software, the hotel needs...
Remember these faces?
Yes.
A hotel.
In fact, Karthik tried. That's me.
आपका पूरा वो है उसमें.
हाँ.
अभी आएगा.
We started doing travel companies, airlines, tourism boards. So we became hospitality experts, hotels being our key domain.
Sakshi, Raju,
Monica.
Monica.
There's one specific land that's based out of Ladakh in India. Now people have this
ये
perception.
गौतम का फ्रेंड था ना. ऋषि थोड़ी देर के लिए आया था.
Rishi Arora.
Change that perception of the masses. I'm gonna totally revamp and come up with a campaign for Ladakh called Winter in Ladakh. To make this campaign successful, I'm gonna send my photography team all the way to Ladakh, click the best photographs possible, and use it on channels like Instagram and Facebook. And showcase and change the perception
You're
of
right.
masses
I can't even tell you how long like this was. Isha, Lokendra.
Lokender and Isha.
So we give you 5 plans. First is the technology plan.
I just want to get to her section.
Cutting-edge software to run your hotels.
No.
First is the technology plan. So we give you cutting-edge software to run your hotels. Then we give you the reservation plans. Then we give you the trading plan. One automatic thing. That's doing it alone. Learning from different hotels, learning from...
There.
Yeah.
Afternoon of a Friday, but for me the work has just started. Knowing that for all the European clients which are waiting eagerly for the revenue projections that we are hoping, I'm going to send across some really interesting figures for them so that they get some good business pouring in for this upcoming long weekend. And hey, we have some really good projections for the African clients as well.
This was very prompt. This was not at all staged. It was very prompt.
No, she's always been very confident. नहीं तो मुझे याद है कि हमने 2-3 बार आपसे करवाया था कि नहीं अभी इसको ऐसे भी करना है. That was amazing. Thank you so much because that video still works.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've got 2 last sections left. One is where whoever I'm interviewing asks me 3 questions on anything. It doesn't need to be work, it could be just life also, or it could be hotels. And then at the end, you look at the camera and talk to all other hoteliers or agency owners or whoever. Tell them, what are the 2 things that they should do as advice. Okay.
I am a travel freak, so I would want to know where are you heading next?
That's the first question.
Yes.
Where am I? You know what? Like I said, I used to, because I fell in love with Vancouver, so that's why I stay there. Many months of the year. But the thing is that, and I used to tell people, I don't like cliched. Anything that becomes cliched, anything. It could be it could be fashion. It could be anything. When everybody's doing it, then for some reason I can't do it. When everybody said London, I said no London for me. But this time when I went to London, which is 2 weeks ago, and when I went to Paris, I found myself sort of attracted to museums, attracted to the countryside.
Plus, London's got some really good restaurants. Oh God.
So restaurants and all. I can't even tell you. My staple food is ande ki bhurji and roti and paneer ki, all that. I'm very so for me, restaurant eating outside is okay. I mean, who doesn't like good food? But that's not for me. Driving to the countryside and living in a cottage in a place where it's surrounded by jungle and nobody can hear me and I can just be with my laptop working was so beautiful. And the timing with London works so amazing. You get up at 5 in the morning. And यहाँ 5 घंटे आ गए. And so if I work from 5 to 11, it's till 6, my work day is done. So my next this thing is going to be, I'll be 100% in the next 2 years. I'm going to have an office there, guaranteed.
Okay, that's cool. And next thing, see, I got in spirituality. I remember when I was at Internet Moguls, we
Really?
started watching, Sadhguru's video
We used
during
to
our
play-
lunch
We
break.
used to play that. Oh yeah, yeah,
Yes,
you
I
remember.
yes. So, do we still do that? What kind of spirituality practices,
I'm
we
so,
still-
just by saying that, you just make these small efforts all worthwhile. Because see, everybody's not going to appreciate it. Some people will. So that's what it. So because my thing is, honestly, the thing is, when I'm in the office, when I'm in India and when I'm in the office, then I have a conversation with, when I come in, like I've just come in 4 days ago, so I had a conversation with every single person. Like 70, 80 people, I talk to everybody. And then I see who are people who are inclined, and we'll have conversations. We do play videos once in a while and all of that, but I think people, things have evolved. People's
it's
own.
not everyone's cup
Yeah, it's
of
not.
tea.
Yeah, and some people don't like Sadhguru. Some people like a new age this thing. But for me, my own journey is, it's like, Wi-Fi नहीं चलेगा या कम चलेगा तो कैसे आप अपने आप को, so I have to be connected, like fully connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It only makes you a better person.
It makes you
It makes
feel
you a
this.
better person at
Yeah.
so many different aspects of life.
100%, 100%.
And thirdly, if you could just give a little more idea about, Internet Moguls plan, expansion plan. Or anything.
See, expansion plan का क्या है कि first during COVID we thought we were dead. We were very scared because
Yeah.
we are zero. Other agencies did very well, e-commerce and all that, knowledge business. So I started doing a lot of webinars that time. So I did almost about 300 webinars in 3 years, and we did almost a revenue of $2 million just by selling online courses. So I discovered a new business model. However, so now what we're doing is that we're creating an Internet Moguls Club. This podcast is part of that, where we're inviting hoteliers to be members and where we'll share digital information. So that's one passion project of mine, which has always been there, get people together, talk. Now it's easier with these mediums. In terms of hotels, so we are already working with, like about a few chains. Every chain has given us, say, 20, 30 hotels. Even if we go to our existing clients and ask for another additional 30% business, another 30% extra hotels from them, and they can still work with 10 other agencies, we'll still
That's
double.
a good chunk.
Yeah, we'll still double next year.
Yeah.
So we are very comfortable, on that front. But I do want to make that knowledge hub for digital, for hoteliers, because like you and I discussed, most people have no idea what they're doing, and they feel trapped. कि मैं कहाँ फंस गया. It's a good
Especially
field.
small chains. I mean, the larger chains, the international
Yeah.
chains, they do have team, trying to
Sure.
do what is happening around the world. But smaller chains, yes, they are little lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can look at the camera and give your.
Hi everyone, I'm Priyanka. I work with a hotel chain, a leading hotel chain of the country called Welcome Heritage. I actually handle the e-commerce bit at Welcome Heritage, and I have been associated with, Mr. Avi Arya for a very, very long time. I actually started my career with him. So in a way, he's my mentor, and I think you all should watch this podcast and subscribe to the channel, and of course, keep liking all the videos.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Now, here are the next steps. If you want to book a call with my consulting team to be able to understand how we can help your business as a coach or an agency founder, you're stuck, you're not getting sales, there's a link in the description. Click on the link and book a call with my team. In that 30-minute call, they'll understand what you need and accordingly give you the right resources and the right roadmap forward. Second, if you think that you're looking for the Avi Arya personal mentorship, which I do very few of, but I do keep my slots open, then again, click on the link in the description and speak to my team. They will understand your business, and accordingly, if you and I are the right fit, then connect you and I on a 30-minute call, and I look forward to talking to you. Thank you very much for watching all my videos. There are going to be lots and lots of new videos coming up. Keep watching, fill up the link in the description, and I look forward to talking to you and having my team help you with your journey of entrepreneurship. Thanks a lot. This is Avi Arya signing off for now.